upsets, you know? I mean, it's basically what NA hope for every tournament, right? So it's got to happen sometimes.
And of course, it is not with an NA team. But look at this. Most of the pistol round is already over, but they did aggressively push up middle, Risky did, taking the fight to Chiefs, and they've got themselves in a 4-on-2.
So Risky, I mean, Risky actually coming out ahead so far. They do lose a man who, you know, Breaker tried to push a little bit too aggressively there just to get the setup, and it is going to be a safe plant coming through. Nami will find one long-range shot onto light step, and Nami with the second one. So, in the end, Risky, they actually managed to keep control of the situation.
I mean, that's actually kind of cool that they pushed up mid for that. Because this is the thing about Risky is, like, you casted them in the first game of the day, and they looked a little hesitant, a little sketchy at times.
Absolutely.
And now they put some rounds on CyberZen on that matchup, and then they win a match, and all of a sudden they've got this confidence. I'm like, actually, we can handle this. We can handle this stage pressure.
Mm-hmm. It is just that, you know, taking the time to find yourself on stage like that. I mean, we can speak to that, Moses. You know, it is a little trippy when you're up there in front of everybody.
Yeah, it does feel a little bit weird your first couple times, but they're handling it so incredibly well. Now up 1-0 after winning that pistol.
And straight up, well, all-out aggression coming in here from Chiefs. They've got a single flash, and it's already gone out as well, deep, and it actually flashes themselves. So pretty much worst-case scenario there for Chiefs. Hopefully they'll be able to get close enough to the site to actually get a bomb plant, but it's not going to happen. Havoc shows up, and with the help of Carry Bob, they get annihilated. Yeah, with that P90. The Thomas is actually not doing too much work, and Kit gets caught off guard, but nice control of the weapon in a surprising situation. So 2-0 now, but with that bomb plant, no investment from Chiefs there. No armor, no real upgrade of pistols or utility, so this round they're going to go into it with 5 AK-47s. And they actually have the advantage. I mean, they're going up against the UMP still, and then the 2 Thomases. Is Kit going to live up to his team name right now? He is going to stay with the UMP. Well, okay then. I mean, if you make it across to B and you hold close to the entrance from Dark, that could still work. I mean, Dexter might be in for a bit of a surprise, especially if Kit decides to go aggressive. Oh, the timing on that pop flash is perfect. Havoc gets that first kill. Going to drop one more flash himself, and here's Zuzi. He's got a good angle, but he can't win that battle. And there's still a man stuck on the outside right now. Carry, he falls back into pit just a second too late. Incendiary going to go down and force Top Gun out into the open, and they're just not peeking behind this. Finally, they hunt him down. A little bit close, and it's going to be Dexter trying to take the fight in mid, but he gets caught. This is really, really good stuff to start this out from Risky. Lightstep's the last one left in a 1-on-4. He does win the initial battle. He's been brought down so low, though. 5 HP, 1 bullet's going to clean him out. There's another team flash, but it doesn't matter. Lightstep's not even looking the right way. So 3-0, that's a great long hold from Risky. The timing on that initial pop flash and the peek out together with that Molotov, able to mow everyone down. Yeah, that was actually really nicely done. And here I was focusing over on the B side, B side of things. Dexter not really getting into the mix. Risky now are gonna, well, for now at least they can keep rinsing and repeating. It's gonna be Chiefs who are reset. 2 P250s, no nades to work with. Even a single flash at this point, somebody should take the hit. And just get that single flash, make that $200 investment just to give themselves a fighting chance of getting out onto a site. Just running out there with just straight Glocks and P250s, I mean, you're basically just hoping to get massively lucky. Yeah, and on top of that, I mean, the money's going to start building up. Look at Breaker with the P90 being hyper-aggressive, knowing it's an anti-eco. He gets the first one, can't get the second, but actually this is punishing Risky a little bit. A nice 2-for-2 trade. That is going to be an AK-47 in the hands of Dexter, so something that Chiefs can work with. I mean, there's still no armor, but Nami with the angle spots one going towards Xbox. Now they've got some good intel. I was about to say, do they actually have the HEs or anything to get the punish in there? No. And they are going to still be focusing a little bit on Upper Dark here. Kit, he's in position to catch the man out. There's the peek. So light steps, wow. Wins that fight long range with a P250. Yeah, that is not good. Starts spraying a little bit early, but Dexter comes out mid. That allows Risky to even things up once again into a 2-on-2. And flashbangs on the side of Risky, but nothing that Chiefs can use to cross. So they've taken a lot of damage. And at best right now, they're just hoping they can get this bomb planted. The pop flash is going to go over, and it looks like they don't want to allow it to happen. Unfortunately, bomb plant will happen for him. And then the last man alive here for Chiefs, just going to try and hold his own, but it's not going to happen. Still, a highly successful round, all things considered. What, they had 3 Glocks, 2 P250s, and they get 3 kills on a bomb plant. I mean, that's perfect if you're on an eco round. Especially when we point out they have no nades to work with. So, I mean, Risky taking, that aggressive stance on Catwalk, and they get punished for it. So, still a lot of money built up on the Risky side. We saw Kit with that UMP. He was managed to upgrade to an AK-47 for free, so he's got plenty of money. And look at the switch now. Double op setup for both teams. So that save and that plant helps out a lot. And Breaker and Nami both pick one up for the defense. And they're actually both going to go towards mid and B. 4 members in mid and B for Risky right now. Going for the peak. Nami gets dropped down to 26. But Chiefs, oh my God, a push up middle. Havoc gets dropped by Burn. Just going ham right now. He might have set it up here for Nami, but Nami not going to find the angle. It's actually Breaker who's going to get caught out. Top Gun hitting that shot with the AWP. And it's going to come back into a 3-on-3 as Nami does get rewarded for his patience. He catches out Burn, top mid. And so now, well, Chief, they've got, what, double AWP on T side. Not exactly the best weapons to go and invade a site with, but see if they can actually make it work.
Well, they have 1 minute and 15 seconds on a map like Dust 2 with 2 ops in your arsenal. I mean, there's at some point Risky's going to have to peek for information and make some kind of a play. And look at this. Mid's wide open. Lightstep gets a free kill. Kit's not ready for it. They were in the wrong position. Now Risky's completely split. One at B, one at A, and they still have no clue where this is coming from. And it's going to be long. Carry Bob's going to have to do something, and he does get one. That's traded, but now this is where that op is going to come into play. It's just cutting off the rotation from B.
And it's a question of whether Lightstep wants to drop down or not to help his mate. He's got the flash. Might set it up. No, the bomb is just going to get thrown across. So they're playing it safe. They're just going to keep long control with that AWP. Probably plant for long as well if they have the time here. Lightstep just now picking up the bomb. And yeah, straight up long plant. They have control of the situation. All they have to worry about is catwalk. And, well, there's the incendiary to force Nami back. And he doesn't even have the HP to take that kind of fight. Has to sit it out, has to wait it out. He's grateful for the extra 5 seconds they have on that bomb now.
Yeah, right, that's perfect. He had a Molotov of his own that he chose not to use. He's going to use a little bit of late, give up his position just a little bit. Now he's going to peek out slow, almost hits that jumping shot. That would have been huge, but now, I mean, with one player long, he knows exactly where the second guy is. So he's got a tough task to do, and Top Gun's just going to drop him. So the first round on the board for Chiefs now, 1-4 for Risky Gaming on the CT side, and that double op setup takes its toll on their economy. There's really not a lot of money for them to buy with, so they're going to have to go for just the pistols.
Yeah, I mean, really what's hurting them is the fact that they took so much damage in that anti-eco round. That's come back to bite them here. So now Risky on pistols. They have a single flash. That's on Havoc, and HE as well here from Breaker. And he's actually going to use it to cover the cross, but it's not good enough. He gets tagged down to 18 HP. That's going to cause a little bit of a pause there. And, well, straight out onto the B side. I like this lack of respect. They know that it was a very late transfer over to the B site, and so Chiefs are taking advantage of it.
Yeah, that op spots everything. So Burn's going to get that first kill. Oh, that's the bomb. Carry, he picks up an AWP as well. Now this can get scary. Risky can meet up with him in the lower tunnels, and he's got an op and he's got range, but it does get smoked off. The timing is not with him that time. He guesses through the smoke. It's not going to work out. But with this op now, I mean, he can essentially just try and save this. They don't have to go for it.
There was a man up top mid. He's holding off the rotation through mid. He's actually, well, buying a lot of time where Nami is concerned. Nami's going to get caught in the end by, who was that? Dexter. And, well, Top Gun misses the shot point blank and then just goes ahead and follows it up with the Glock. So much better anti-eco situation here for Chiefs, honestly. They keep 4 players alive. They managed to save both of the AWPs. So basically doing everything that they needed to here in this in that 6th round.
And it's back to a double up, I believe, on the Risky Gaming side of things. Breaker has yet to pick his up. We'll see. They've been switching things up a lot with players getting aggressive up mid, double op peaks. This time they go back to something a little bit more standard. Crossover towards B, 3 members out long, but Chiefs has really slowed things down after those initial 4 rounds went the way of Risky Gaming. They kind of got punched in the mouth a little bit. So now they just want to wait back, see what they're going to be going up against before they have to make that decision.
And it's not a bad call. I mean, if you decide to actually change up the pace a little bit, they're going to lull Risky Gaming into a slower pace. And perhaps that could open them up to some aggression earlier or later on in the half here, where Chiefs can try and change it up and go for the fast push onto a site, fast kind of punish. I mean, for now at least, it's just a standoff here at long while Chiefs take over catwalk. So they're being very thorough so far, Chiefs. They even have the man still waiting top suicide with the AWP, just looking into mid.
Yeah, but the utility for the CT side is pretty much withered away. 2 flashbangs to use, and they're both over at the B bomb site. So if this A hit comes in for Chiefs, and it is, there's not much for them to use. Havoc can't get the kill on Burn as he drops. He's just going to run through with a pistol, trying to help his mate out, and it works perfectly for him. So bails the opera out of a tough spot. That buys Nami some time, and carry back over towards long. He's got to hold this off. Havoc with 1 more, but Dexter can't get anything done at long for Chiefs as they just get whittled away.
Oh, no. And they try and plant the bomb without any cover as well. Light step. He gets caught. Oh, nearly a quad kill there for Havoc. He gets the headshot onto Top Gun, though, and so it's going to be on top, but the peekaboo kill comes in. Bomb plant did just barely happen, though, so there is at least a little bit of a silver lining there for Chiefs, but that was just all over the place, Moses.
What a round from Havoc. Now, that's the thing. He can't kill that drop initially, but he knows he's done some damage, and he's just saying, I have to kill this guy, or else my offer's dead. And that's great teamwork, because that's just knowing the offer's the linchpin in that kind of a setup. So you have to do everything you can to protect him, and he just pistol whips the guy. So,
literally.
Yeah. I mean, Burn was not ready for him to just come through that smoke with a USP out. So he gets dropped, and then Havoc just adds 2 more on to the end of it. So really, really well done. Chiefs backpedaling just a little bit.
Yeah, we're really seeing some good, whoa, mass peak in mid there. I mean, they got to be wondering what the hell that was about, Chief.
Yeah, and off the back of it, it's going to be a B-rush. They say, all right, you got the kill. We know there can only be one guy there, and we're just going to take him out. Dexter gets that entry. Zuzi's cutting off rotations. Didn't even look like Havoc was ready for someone to be there. So already, Breaker and Carry, they've got to be thinking, time to save.
Yeah, time to back off, hold on to the guns. Unfortunately, it's not going to pan out for us this round. That was a very quick play there from Chief. You almost want to just see them keep going to the B site. They're really showing that they're quite effective at taking control of it. Given the fact, well, I mean, well, actually, no, that's a lie, because the first time they went B, that was in that anti-eco, and they ended up losing 3 guys. So it could have been a little bit cleaner there, but this round, everything goes according to plan.
And that's a lot of times now. I mean, Chiefs is going to be on top of this. Risky really has to stop. This is like the second time they've piled 4 people in mid with 2 offs, and oh, look at that. They try and double peek Breaker in the pit. It almost works out for him, but now Carry's blind over towards Long. He's got to get this one kill. That's Zuzi. Breaker does win one at the op. This battle is crucial, and Breaker just doing some damage, but eventually the nade's going to take him out. And his teammate, Carry, going to get hidden, and he can't. Burn's going to find him in the end.
Wow.
So Chiefs on the hunt, clean everything out, and it's back onto a save for the defense.
That was really nicely done.
Yeah.
They actually managed to catch him, even with a shorter round time after the bomb goes up.
Even with the 3 members they lost. I mean, it's definitely worth it at this point. So they reset the economy completely here.
Let's see, this time around, it is going to be the full-on stack towards the B site. Don't think that Chiefs should fall for this one. Not sure if there was a smoke in mid. We were trying to watch for that. Dexter was peeking, but...
Might have been a nade.
Yeah, it might have been a nade, so they might have been able to sneak across Risky and keep that hidden. The fact that they are just like full out waiting right now for Chiefs over here at B. But yeah, Chiefs, they aren't trying to press forward. They're actually waiting to try and get the information of their own. Nice little shoulder peek there. Not sure if that was Havoc or Kit actually getting the shot off, but pretty quick.
Yeah, a couple players in mid. Burn and Zuzi actually probing out mid just very quickly, seeing what kind of intel they could find. They didn't see anything. This is very patient out of Chiefs. They've just slowed things down massively. So trying to probe across the map, really haven't peeked up towards that A bomb site, whatever. So Zuzi's going to be the first one to come out mid, seeing nothing quite yet. And he's going to hide in the smoke. Well, the rest of his team, the bomb's up on Catwalk, so it looks like they are going to end up at the A bomb site, which at this point is kind of just a guess. They've seen one player in B, but that's about it. So instead, Risky Gaming, as they've been doing this whole half, they take the initiative. They push through the B tunnels. They're in lower now. They're going to spot some people up on Catwalk, but Zuzi and Top Gun getting a couple kills.
Yeah, they still have the bomb as well, Light Step. I mean, they have the bomb, they have the time, and they're actually going to run over towards that A site. Considering Kit pushed into lower, he gave away the fact that B Halls was out of control, and so they are just going to try and run straight up here. Burn taking point, taking bullets to the face, and just doing a fantastic job, Breaker, buying time. He just runs out of options, really. I mean, what can you expect him to do at that point?
He had Havoc there with him with the AK-47, but unlike, you know, their fantastic A defense we saw earlier, Havoc couldn't get anything done. So that is going to be another round for Chiefs as they close the gap here after a really, really tough start. They've won 4 of the last 5 rounds, and we do just have a quick pause as one player disconnected to get back in.
Shouldn't be too bad. I mean, this has been happening all day, so the players, they know what's going on. Should just be a short break as Carry Bob gets things situated once again. He has his money as well, or does he? Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah, I think that's what he had. He was the lowest of all of them. I think he only had like 1,400, 1,1600 before that.
Yeah, okay. In that case, he should be fine. They can drop him a FAMAS, or he can just force up with the FAMAS.
Well, look how expensive this defense is all throughout this half. Another double op setup coming out. So they don't want to shy away from this.
Seems like it is a core strat, yeah. I mean,
it was interesting because they won a lot of those first 4 rounds without a double op, and they switched to it, and it's been, you know, hit or miss.
Well, it's such a, I mean, you're right to point it out. I mean, it is so expensive to go for. I mean, we have seen just how powerful it can be, though. And there we go, but you got to hit that shot. Like, that has got to be a guaranteed shot. And unfortunately, they lose both B defenders, and now, well, no fear from Chiefs. They just keep powering on through, and that's going to cost them in the end. It brings them back to a 3-on-3, but still, Carry, Breaker, Havoc, all 3 alive here, and we'll see if they actually decide to go for the retake. Seems like it.
Yeah, it looks like they want to. Havoc and Carry coming through the tunnels. It's going to be Breaker outside with the AWP. He's going to be Molotoved off, though, so he can't assist his teams, at least from window. And tunnels also is smoked off, so now Risky Gaming has that decision to make.
YOLO. YOLO. Light Step finds the one. Carry's going to get caught, and Havoc tries to do the best that he can, but Dexter there with the double to hold things down.
Here's the point to bring up with that double op setup. Like, that's just a standard B rush with one of the ops over there. And if you're not buying an op, if you have, you know, the $5,000 and you don't buy an AWP, you have an M4 and you're able to get, smoke, some flashbangs, some Molotov, some utility to slow down that B push, to scare them away from it. But because they've been investing in the double op and they haven't been able to do that round after round, Chiefs is like, all right, guys, they're not throwing any Molotovs in B tunnels. Let's just hit it, see what we find. So Risky now is the ones who've been put on the back foot. 5-5 as Chiefs have made a really solid comeback here. Zuzi with the P90 is going to lead the way into this B bomb site. They clear out 2 members, but they don't commit wisely because Risky actually has a rotate over here. It's just pistols they're going against, so they're just going to go into it anyways. And it's going to be a clean out from Chiefs.
Let's keep praising them, man. Let's keep praising them. I don't think they have any idea that Havoc is going in for the backstab as well. Top Gun's still hanging around in mid as if he's waiting, and, well, there's the push. Dexter's waiting for him. No joy for Havoc in the end. I'm just really impressed with Top Gun. Like, Top Gun continues to hit shots. It's almost as if this guy didn't stop playing.
Well, this was a point I brought up on the desk earlier, is that in the Australian scene, they talk about him when I talked to a couple of the analysts of the scene. They talk about Top Gun as a guy who doesn't need to be playing every day, who doesn't need to be super active to come in and be an effective player. That's like the reputation he has. So probably the best pickup that Chiefs could have gotten on short notice to get a stand-in.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it, because they're talking and they're just like, well, after this spray, as Breaker trades 1-for-1, Kit is still alive, holding behind the big box. He's going to be able to trade up again. Nicely done. Still, B-site should be under control here. Surprised that Dexter wants to back off and give Risky a chance to get back into it.
It seems like he almost wants to delay so we can help Zuzi get into the B tunnels, and Zuzi's just almost saying, no, go for it. So now they're a little bit split up as Zuzi comes to meet up with them, but this is actually going to confuse the hell out of Risky Gaming. They're like, all right, why are they not in the site planting the bomb quite yet? And that could cause Carey to peek for some intel, and if he commits a little bit too much, he's going to find the AWP of Zuzi staring at him.
Oh. Looked close there for a second. Zuzi, he's actually going to be able to get the Molotov down. Has a rifle as well, and wondering how the hell did I pick up an empty M4A4?
This is like the most casual B-take ever. He's like, all right, let me pick up a new gun. Let me find what nades are on the ground. Just lounge my way into this bomb site. He doesn't even have the bomb. Like, Dexter's the one that needs to cross. I mean, this is the flashbang as well, which was supposed to be a top flash for his team, but Zuzi's going to make it work anyways.
Well, that was awkward.
That was a little bit too much. Why is this bomb not being planted right now? Okay.
Nami's just deciding, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and help you out, fam. Like, no worries.
Add some 1v1 stats onto my sheet.
I mean, right now, Dexter's just wondering. He knows that the guy went mid, and so he's making the correct call, getting on the other side of the wall. This is going to come down to whether Nami can hit the big shot. I mean, 17 HP. It's not perfect with the P2K. He's going to have to land 2 shots with it. There's the flash. Doesn't spot him. Yes, he does, just at the very end there. So Dexter, he now has the info. He knows where Nami's playing from. Decides to continue to challenge when right now he should just be sitting and waiting exactly for that tap to come through. And so now it's a question of whether Nami's actually going to be able to stick it, and of course not. Dexter peeks forward, picks him off.
That round got so hectic there in that 2-on-2. I'm so confused right now. So Nami gets the TK, can't win the 1-on-1, and that's going to be just in terms of your morale, like in this matchup.
Super tilt-worthy.
Yeah, that's going to be painful. Either way, 5-7 now. Chiefs, and this is the thing. Back onto this buy that they've been the double op setup, the ops that Risky's been investing in for so long. This is what happens. You can't buy continuously in a row because you're never building up money because they're not winning these rounds and they're investing in that expensive weaponry. So you see it's just buy, save, instead of, scrapping together some FAMASs, some M4s, even maybe if you have to do 1 or 2 pistols.
I'm wondering right now how confident Risky feel in their T side. That's going to be the big question because they aren't going to get too many rounds off of this. There's the shot. I was about to say nicely done for Zuzi, but he does get insta-dinked, so down to 6 HP, not ideal.
No, but that gives them an advantage. Now they can sit back and wait for some kind of information push out of Risky. 3 members over at the A bomb site. Actually, Kit has dropped down towards CT spawn, but still, control for Chiefs across the map. Top Gun waiting for any kind of pushing up or B. You see Burn here just manning down mid. No one is peeking aggressively, so he's just going to go back and meet up with the teammates at long A where they have complete control, and they can leverage that into a pretty easy A take.
And Top Gun's got an AK now. He's changed it up. It says it's going to be Zuzi with the AWP. They want the low HP guy to just kind of sit back and pit and stay alive. That's real smart on Chiefs' part. Top Gun gets that smoke down, and so now the push is going to come in through here, and things are about to get hairy for Top Gun. He's got Havoc looking at him, exactly. Havoc, Kit. He was about to get caught in a triangle of doom. So definitely not ideal.
They almost stopped the plant with this jumping pistol. Either way, there it is. Carey finally does get the kill onto Dexter. Burn, he's going to bail out. He does throw that Molotov to protect him, but Havoc gets a kill as well. Now this is going to be a tough spot for Chiefs. Zuzi crucially wins that fight out towards long, so he can stay camped out there. And Burner's making a play in this smoke, but Zuzi's going to get the kill. They're on the bomb. That smoke might be blocking him off a little bit. He's got to hit this jumping shot, and there it is. So low. 3 jumps in a row. He spams a couple bullets into him. And now it's going to be easy for Chiefs.
Oh, how frustrating is that, right? And the smoke, they're still waiting around to see if Breaker's going to be around, but he is going to be able to get that 1 kill. Zuzi, however, staying alive at pit. He's going to be the hero of this round. Triple kill for him in the end.
With just that 6 HP that he took at the very beginning.
Yeah, even Top Gun with a little bit of a grin there. A little bit of a soft chuckle.
See, okay, so this is the thing. The first 4 rounds, Risky Gaming goes up 4-0, and even in the early portions of that half, they were, with the rifles, they were so aggressive. Pushing up mid, pushing up catwalk, finding kills. Now with this double op setup, they're playing far more passively, and Chiefs are just kind of picking them apart.
Well, this is the issue that you have to have when you give your opponents too much space on the T side, is you need to be bopping them. And I mean, that's the point you're making right now, Moses. You just got to bop them on the nose a little bit at least, keep them guessing. And again, they go for the flash setup over at long, Risky, just to get some kind of control going. Carry Bob is not going to be able to hold that down on his own with Havoc holding on A slope. Havoc with an M4 though, so we're not actually seeing the AWP come into play on the A site. Instead, Breaker and still chilling out over here in mid.
Yeah, that needs to get switched around. I'm assuming Breaker's just going to be waiting to boost up Havoc and CT Spawn to watch for a mid-B split.
Seems like it.
And Breaker's going to be the one that goes back towards long A. So that's exactly what just happens. But now he's got to get back there with that AVP, but this might just be perfect. If Chief don't check for this, could be a scary situation if they commit to this B split.
I wish we were watching from Lightstep's perspective right now, because he is looking like he might just check for the angle. He's right below, and it doesn't matter. He gets spotted by Nami. And Nami with that AWP drops the bomb as well. 50 seconds left on this clock. There's the smoke going down, and Havoc is in the prime spot. It's his time to shine, and there we go. Picks up the first, looking for the second. Finally, they figure it out, but the damage is done. Perfectly done here by Risky to shut Chiefs out. Although, as I say that, Top Gun just comes up with 2 kills.
That's a nice pair of shots from Top Gun, but 35 seconds left. 1-on-3. He's going to have to get the ace, and the bomb is down in mid. So Risky don't even have to peek into this bomb site. They can just sit back and wait for Top Gun to come to them, and clock's dwindling down quickly. 25 seconds is going to feel so short. There's really not too much he can do in this kind of a spot.
You found an M4 somewhere?
He has a lot of nades to work with, but, I mean, this is just eating too much time, what he's doing here in the B bomb site.
Oh, there's dead on wallbang, and he doesn't take any damage. All right, there we go. Havoc will get the job done in the end, but is it just me, or did that look like it was just like full spray into Top Gun, and Top Gun is just like, nah.
He's like, no.
I'm a tank.
I don't take that.
I don't take damage.
6-8 now. Risky Gaming get back on the board after losing 6 in a row. So they were up at one point very, very much, and they've lost massively here. And it's back to this heavy mid setup right off the bat. And it's going to pay out for him this time. Both ops peeking, Nami and Breaker. Nami's going to get the first kill, but Breaker is brought down to 8. Nami has gotten the second kill as well. Now it's all on Kit. He's brought so low with his B push, but Nami with a third. Coming up big first team. Breaker tries to come in quickly, and he can't do any more aggression. 13 HP, he's got to wait for his teammates.
It might actually hunt him. I don't know. Burn, he's so very low. 60 HP on him. Dexter's not going to help much either. He got dinked earlier, it looks like. So right now, this is all on Risky, just playing it patient. They should have this round on lock. They have plenty of utility to use as well with the double incendiaries to clear out some of these unlikely angles. Not the best incendiary to throw down, unfortunately, especially because Dexter's got the angle on window, but he backs off just in time. There's the shot, and he misses it, and this is going to be it. Havoc with the double entry kill onto the B site, just opening it up.
Such an awkward situation to be in with that 2 men for Chiefs there, where Dexter was just so low. Couldn't push back into those upper B tunnels, because if anyone's there, he doesn't have the angle, he's just going to get dropped. So a very weak crossfire to be set up, but they did everything they can. A nice half, a nice recovery from Chiefs after getting punished early on. Nice half by both teams, though. I mean, it was an early lead for Risky, and then Chiefs comes back into it. So 8-7 for the Australians.
Yeah, I think we got to give it to Risky. We have to stop underestimating these guys, because, I mean, versus MVP, they showed up in a big way. Definitely not what we were expecting, them being the underdogs. And here, it's a similar situation.
Look at Havoc, 17-9 on the scoreboard.
Havoc is just going ham. I mean, there is balance, and kind of balance on both sides, considering Lightstep's only 6 frags for him, whereas, you know, Kit on the T side now, 4 frags. Yeah, but Havoc, Carry, I mean, the Opera's trying to find some space to work with. Both of them, they're all showing at least a little bit here. I think the pressure is really on Chiefs now to hold them off, because Risky have got to be feeling good about that CT half.
Look at Zuzi pushing up. He's going to try and punish him with their own medicine. He's all the way up mid already. I think he's been spotted out, though. He's taking a little bit of damage. 4 members of Risky Gaming are in the B tunnels, ready to go. It's just Nami spotting out for some aggression.
And so far, he's pretty much, now they know at least that there's a man holding all the way back here in T-spawn. Could be the free kill here for Zuzi, and he gets it, the fadeaway headshot, taking Nami out. And now they can just collapse on this B side if they want to, knowing that nobody's coming to be pushing from A. Instead, it's just all pressure on B. Chiefs looking to just collapse on this, though. Light step, I called him out, and he got like 2 kills. Nearly 3.
Nice round from Chiefs. They had 2 players on the platform watching for any kind of slow B play. They do get smoked out, but a 3rd player was there so quickly. He was playing close up mid, and despite spotting out that early push to still get punished by it, that's a little bit unfortunate. And Risky Gaming can't come away with that 2nd pistol, so Chiefs grab a good lead here, 9-7. It's going to be a buy-up, though, for Risky. They do have the armor. The Tech 9's trying to go for damage. They've got the flashbangs. They've got a smoke as well to use.
Yeah, and they decide to play it standard, at least for now. 2 guys pushing into Upper Dark, sure. But then this is very much like a default kind of approach to it for Risky Gaming. Instead of actually trying to commit somewhere with a rush or just all-out aggression with the Tech 9s, they decide to play it slow, count on the utility to carry them through later on. Carry is going to get tapped a little bit over here at Longhouse, though, so that's not ideal for him. He gets dropped down to half.
Yeah, and Chiefs open up with a pretty standard setup, a 2-1-2. So they're playing very much retake on A for the early portion of the round. Dexter has rotated back. Now you see Light Step there as they know they could have made their way up Catwalk once that smoke plume's in middle. So they've kind of adjusted to what they've seen so far, but they don't know what's happening. And it looks like this is going to be some kind of mid-B. The bomb is outside of B tunnels right now. Almost, I think these Cat guys are going to drop off and go CT spawn while 2 members come out of mid, I would assume.
It's almost what it looks like. Yeah, there we go. Timing with the flash. They're going to drop right into CT, into Lightstep's waiting arms. He's got this Tech 9. He's getting shot in the back now, looking for a kill. Instead, it's going to be Zuzi in mid. And what is this? It's just like total chaos. Everybody walking right past everybody, getting shot in the back. Well, there's the pressure. Top Gun comes into play. He takes out Breaker, but then Havoc with the Season 75 is going to take out another one. Can Carey actually get the bomb plant, though? Because that would be
punish burn. Can't do it. Now it's over. Now they know exactly where he's at. He's going to push through. Gets dropped.
Yeah, there's going to be some frustration there for sure.
I like the creativity, though. You don't see that too often.
What, the jump down into CT
like this, like the 2 come out mid and the 2 drop off Catwalk at the same time. They just had to land those shots for mid. If that kill had come a little bit quicker, that might have been something they could work with. But also, the Chiefs, that setup they had, the 2-1-2, I mean, that completely denies any kind of mid-B play, no matter where it comes from.
Fair enough, yeah. It's the timing, unfortunately, as well with that flash. I think that was the main thing that kind of screwed Risky up there. Aggressive push to top mid again. Easy kills coming in here for Zuzi. And, well, yeah, just total all-out destruction.
Zuzi's just like, all right, you're going to push mid on us. We'll push mid on you. We'll see who can do it better.
And right now, at least, I mean, granted, this is the beginning anti-eco sort of situations, right? So,
yeah.
You know, you're getting beat up, and that's just how it's going to go.
And now there's a double op setup out for Chiefs on the CT side. Top Gun and Light Step both picking up and up. No AWP out for Risking Gaming. They were dependent on those in the first half. Can't quite afford it just yet because of that buy into the 2nd round. They're gonna have to do their best. Everything's smoked off right now. They're trying not to get punished by any of these ops.
Yeah.
But they haven't even spotted out 1, much less the 2nd.
Did they spawn? No, Top Gun didn't see anybody. He wants to get a punish with that HE, though. And well, again, Risky. They're going to spread out. Top not going to make it out. Kid hits a great headshot. And that was from up close at headshot box.
Yeah, that's just really awkward for Top Gun to deal with. That was almost like an accidental double peek where he's peeking up at the guy on Catwalk and someone just swings out on him. So he gets punished for being overexposed. So now Risky can slow things down. Over a minute left in the round, and it's a 5-on-4. A little bit scary, though. Looks like they want to hit long in the late round, and it seems like there's going to be 2 players from Chief here to defend that.
Yeah, this is going to come down to how quickly Lightstep can rotate over to support Zuzi. I think, if anybody, they can count on Zuzi. Chief, so far, today at least, he has been stepping up. So here we go, flashes. Zuzi pretty blind, but he's still hanging in there, and they haven't been able to push past that line. And so now it's whether he gets the element of surprise as they come across. Yes, he does. Nearly gets 2. If he'd have picked up Carry Bob as well, that would have been huge. But for now, at least, if Lightstep can keep control of Catwalk, this is where he's exposed. Easy shot for him. Not going to get the follow-up, though. So far, Risky are actually getting the trades to go their way.
Yeah, this is really nice. They even have 1 member in mid. Nami gets another one with the AK-47. So now Dexter's about to be found out. They see him. That mid player is going to pounce, but Carey just ends it himself. he's going to salvage an AWP as well for his team. So a really nice round for Risky Gaming. Trades all across the board early on. And they can do that. That's the thing. They got that opening pick, so they can afford to do those trades. It comes out in their favor every single time.
And there's the big, well, the fact that they are going for these double AWPs. Chiefs just not going to have the money to go for a buy. It's actually very similar to what we saw from, you know, Chiefs in the first half. And for Risky, I mean, right now we're seeing a pretty close replay.
Yeah, just buy, sell. Look at Zuzi. Once again being aggressive, and he brings him down so low. Can't get the kill. Nami, he's got to fall back. Zuzi does get it. He keeps pushing. He's digged Nami, so Nami's going to get chased down. Some good kills out of Chiefs, and even Nami's going to fall here. So Chiefs take the initiative, push up mid, find a couple kills, but the bomb is getting planted in the B bomb site. Now is the question, are they going to go for this?
They have an incendiary to play with. I mean, they're not rich to the point where even off of an eco round that they're going to be able to full buy. So this is, yeah, it comes down to whether they can get a kill very quickly here. Havoc is at the back of the site, and had Top Gun actually hit that, that would have been huge. Because now, well, he needs to just hope, cross his fingers, hope that he can force the man out into the open, or manage to actually get the kill, and it's just not going to happen. Carry Bob and Havoc playing it so well together.
Yeah, really nice hold. Under a lot of pressure as well. That was a really good effort at that retake in a 3-on-2. They did pick up the guns. They didn't have armor, though, to work with. But it is going to be back onto the buy for them, up by 2 rounds, 11-9. Lightstep is the only one with an AWP. Top Gun is back onto the M4, and the question that we have to ask is how aggressive is Zuzi going to be? Because he is just, you know, you joke about the YOLO mode all the time, but he's been flat out pushing catwalk, pushing up mid most of the rounds in this half.
And now he's going to be pushing long? No. Just holding it in close. Top Gun in mid, trying to apply a little bit of pressure here if he can find the chance to get through, perhaps. Wow, that would be ill-advised. Instead, a little bit of a dunk nade on a kit.
Complete mid control for Risky right now. They can go up catwalk if they want. Top Gun was playing close up, but now that the smoke has disappeared, he's kind of got to fall away. Playing a little bit more cautious because he did get punished last time he was over-aggressive. And it looks like Risky Gaming in this default setup they have, I mean, they're waiting for this kind of a peak. Nami, that flashbang blinds, and he almost had the chance, and even Top Gun, he's playing with fire here.
Yeah, they are both playing with fire. He just keeps on re-peaking mid, and somehow he keeps surviving. You think he'd have gotten his head taken off by now, but no. I mean, so far, Risky should actually be pretty happy with the situation as well, given the fact that Chiefs have used a lot of their utility. 50 seconds left. Only a couple of flashes left to work with here in a single incendiary. So let's say Nami patiently waiting for that flash, just split second off, so he does get blinded by it. But they will get control of catwalk now.
Dexter has to have heard these nades and these footsteps on catwalk from CT spawn, but he hasn't rotated back. So it almost seems like Chiefs has been punished in practice by mid-B splits, and that's why they're playing these 2-on-2s. They have 2 players in mid right now. Just no matter what happens, they don't want to get split on that B bomb site, so it's going to be an A hit. Zuzi gets the first kill out towards long. Lightstep gets a double, huge hold, and all of a sudden Risky has just been shut down.
Yeah, follow-up from Lightstep. He's playing in that key position. And then Nami, focused on the cars, gets caught for free by Dexter. So yeah, I mean, Chiefs right there, that's basically when it all goes according to plan. Your opera gets a 2-for-1. You know, that's kind of nice.
Yeah, and at this stage in the match, at 11-9, now 12-9 for Chiefs, having a round where they win, where they don't have anyone fall whatsoever, just such a dominant round win. Now they have the economy built up for any kind of op setup they want to have if they do lose that gun. But this late in the half, it gives them such a powerful position to play from to close out this match.
There's the flash, there's the spray. Nice full-on AK spray, and then Dexter there to hold it up. Pretty much the worst-case scenario for Risky in this anti-eco round. Not a single point of damage taken by Chiefs.
Yeah, not enough flashes. That first one might have done a little bit, but, I mean, you got 2 players posted up on that choke point, so easy spray down for Chiefs. And now it's a commanding lead. 2 rounds, they haven't lost a single player. You can see the AK's out. Nami's only on a Tech 9, so he can have that Molotov to smoke, the full utility set up for his team. Havoc has no grenades whatsoever, and Chiefs, they're just sitting over there happy as can be. They can afford anything they want.
Yeah, they've got good bank. If they lose this round, they can full buy behind it, so no worries here on the defense on the CT side. Lightstep, we'll see if he actually gets a kill eventually here. He has gone aggressive, and so Risky, yeah. This is why he's trying to change up the angle of his jump. He knows that an op could be waiting on the other side. So he manages to spot it out that once again, you know, Lightstep is hanging out on the A site, but gotta wonder how obvious that is.
Actually, it's pretty incredible how much utility Chiefs use in middle early on with these 2 players here. There's only 1 smoke left on the entire CT defense with, you know, a minute and 10 left on the round now. So they've got to use that wisely. They do have the Molotovs to back things up when the executions do come into play.
And they were showing earlier that they do know how to pace themselves with the incendiaries. They aren't chucking them out too early on in the rounds.
Once again, I mean, this is the thing. Last time Risky won a round was when they did a delayed long take, and they just traded their way out. So they're going right back to it. 3 members coming out long, but Zuzi's in a really tough spot to clear out. Doesn't look like they're going to check it. Havoc looks the wrong way, but Zuzi actually misses the spray completely. That is a massive mistake, and now Lightstep is just going to bail out. A lot of damage done, but the kills are going the way of Risky now on a 5-on-3.
Oh, unfortunately, he's just a split second too late. He might get caught by the man on catwalk, though. No, he's got his teammate Dexter there to watch his back. And so now it's all about Long. Not going to hit that shot either. Lightstep, and then he just roasts alive.
What an awkward round for Lightstep. He couldn't figure out where he was taking damage from in time. So it's going to be Burn in a 1-on-3. They are low HP. That Molotov might do the trick, but no. Carey's able to make it out just in time. He's going to be in Goose. There is no AWP out towards Long. It's Havoc who gets caught out in the open. He was low. It's Burn. Can he do it? He does. He gets the last 2. What a round win. And you can see how hyped up Chiefs are.
The last bullet. The last bullet. Burn lives up to his name. Quad kill, retake, 13th, now going into the 14th round here for Chiefs. And that's going to feel soul-shattering here for Risky. They know that they were gifted that round. Pause called by Havoc. You see him face-palming as well, so...
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they just got gifted that, especially after how Zeus managed to fluff the spray completely.
Yeah. I mean, so many situations in Lightstep, like just the timing of where he was peeking with that out. He just couldn't find anyone that he was supposed to be defending himself from. So, that was a round that Risky Gaming, that's incredible that Chiefs is able to bring that one back.
Yeah, that's just unbelievable. And they know it right now. They got to be frustrated with themselves. They know that they had that in the bag to keep things alive. It would have been perfect as well, because then they would have kept Chiefs off of 14 rounds. Now they've got their backs to the wall here, Risky, and this is a best-of-1 format as well. This is the lower bracket match, so the loser here goes home. Second seed goes to the winner. So this is it. Do or dime.
Oh, and the tough part is now you have a Galil, 2 Tech 9s. Havoc might have an AK-47, but they have 2 ops to go against. So now you're low in utility to smoke and flash these oppers away from angles. You know, your Galil cannot punish as well as an AK-47 can. You only have 2 of those. The Tech 9's at range as well. So worst case scenario here for Risky Gaming. through stretches of this match, have actually looked really good.
Mm-hmm. No, so far, really, they are actually showing quite a good fight. Let's say here. And everybody seems to be waking up on Chiefs as well. That's the one thing. The guys who were hanging behind a little bit on the scoreboard definitely started to catch up. And Nami just roasting. Wow, so much damage taken by a single Molotov. 3 guys so low, and they're just really trying to change up the pace here, Risky, but guess who's waiting for him? Lightstep with that AWP.
Yeah, and Zuzi's here as well, combined for all 5 kills. Lightstep, beautiful shots from him. 15 now for Chiefs, and they're piling it on. And it seemed like Risky had a plan from that tactical where they noticed that there was so much pressure being put on mid by Chiefs throughout this half. Mm-hmm. They're like, all right, let's get up catwalk quick, because that's where the second player in mid comes from. Comes from the A-bomb site. So we know we might have to deal with an opper towards long, but if we can get past him, maybe we lose a guy, we can get into the site and play the post plant, maybe trade that kill. Right. But instead, Chiefs switch it up, and Zuzi punishes him for it.
Well, now we have to see Risky. Their backs truly are to the wall. This is it, match point. And quite a few of them as well for Chiefs, so they have to keep their cool. They do manage to get 3 rifles, a couple Tech 9s again. And going back to default, basically. No aggression, no early aggression. They just got shut down so hard that they aren't interested in rushing anywhere on the map at this point. They're going to try and slow play it here. And they have been playing it close. They have been managing to pick up kills, so... I'm just waiting to see what's going to happen here for Risky.
Yeah, and they're going to have to do... It's going to be really interesting to see where they decide to go, because coming up catwalk, they've just been getting shut down. Not just last round, but even before that. Havoc does spot one out, sprays the door with that Galil, can't find any damage whatsoever. Now Burns going to fall back towards that B bomb site. Zuzi's still playing out long, and Nami is probing up catwalk for Risky, but I mean, no real information has been gathered except spotting 1 player in mid. Chiefs being very mobile now, switching things up, a more standard setup to have with 3 out towards the A bomb site, now towards long.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, and the bomb sneaking its way into mid. So this does make you want to think, okay, they are going to try and split it. Yeah, the push is instantly coming in here from Zuzi. Dexter spots him out in mid as well, and he saw the bomb. so they should know exactly what's happening. Burn will find a long-range shot on Havoc. Burn actually shutting down mid right now, and then Top Gun's there with the AWP to lock down Upper Dark. It's falling apart here for Risky. This is going to be the moment for Chiefs, as Kit does manage to actually stay alive for a little bit longer.